Hi guys, and welcome back to Steak and Eggs. It's been, what, three weeks since we last uploaded at this point?
It feels like a fucking month.
Yeah,
or 2 months.
It's been, I think, 2-3 weeks.
My life has been horrible.
Episode 59. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I've been reading about that for the past 2 weeks.
No, not because I missed y'all, man. That's all it was.
Oh, okay.
It's my favorite thing to do every Monday.
Yeah, it was us, not all the other things that were happening.
My life's great. I think that shit's funny. But we're doing this on a Wednesday to get an episode to you guys, and it feels good.
Oh, yeah, we couldn't record on Monday because I had COVID over the weekend. It's if it's even real.
You got a negative test, right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right,
what do you think? I would just be like, never mind. Let's just record 2 days later. I'm still sick, but whatever.
What level of COVID did you get?
Like medium low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you had COVID before this?
I think I also had influenza. What?
Did you have COVID before this? Or
yeah,
no?
like once or twice.
Jesus.
It's the worst.
I'm like the COVID magnet. It sucks. And the crazy thing is I never even get it from going out or anything. I got it because my roommates went to a party that I didn't go to because I was being fucking lame.
It was Russell that poisoned you, right?
Of course.
Of course.
Bro,
well, I don't know if it was Russell. But
yeah.
Yeah, that would drive me nuts, man.
I mean, it happens. It's not anyone's fault.
Nah, it is his fault. He should have known. He should have isolated. Yeah, no, that shit makes me angry. But your immune system's probably very weak because you don't leave the house too often.
No, I think it actually is because of my diet too, which is crazy because I don't know how he doesn't get sick.
Well, what's your diet? You eat basically the same food I eat.
I don't eat a lot of protein or like fruits.
Why don't you just start eating beef jerky? What the hell are you doing?
Actually, I feel like that could work.
Yeah. That's all I fucking eat. I eat like a bag of beef jerky every other day.
By the way, did you get new clothes? Are you wearing new clothes?
No.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to think the last time I bought new clothes.
It's just been so long since he cycled back through that.
I've never seen. You came in. I was like, man, Asmon looks good today.
Yeah,
new clothes.
yeah. No, this is a shirt. Like I don't really buy
He's saying because he wants us to point out his new pants.
No, these are very old. I am not saying
really?
That.
Yeah.
I thought they were new. Wait, the back has like some stuff on it.
Yeah,
some designs.
It got spaceships or planets in the
I
back.
thought that was cool.
I think you look good.
Well, I just like, I used to have this thing where whenever I would run out of clothes, I would just go to the thrift store and buy 5 more shirts for $1. And so I've got a lot of shirts. And so, yeah, I haven't done laundry in like a year. I
mean, if you think about it though, like you probably did that because you're like, oh, my clothes are dirty. I need like new clothes.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But most of the clothes at the thrift store aren't washed either. So would you rather keep wearing your own filth or someone else's filth?
Well, somebody else's because it's probably still better than mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not dirty, by the way. Like, yeah, I'm not. It's other people that are dirty.
I feel like we never small talk too much. And so I just want to ask, how was your week since we last saw each other? Like, did anything crazy happen? Like for your life, not fucking internet, fuck the internet. Like just your life.
What happened in my life in the last week? Well, I went to California. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh,
that's right.
So did I.
That was crazy. And I learned something. I've been having back trouble for 6 months. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting old. I better get a life insurance policy.
Oh no.
Turns out it's my fucking mattress. And so I slept on the mattress at the hotel. I felt fine. It was not even a big deal. Because
there was a guy who told you a couple months ago that you should get a new mattress. And then you're like, why would I need a new mattress?
What the fuck am I going to listen to some idiot?
No, I remembered, and I repeated the same thing. And I said those hotel mattresses aren't even good. Like, imagine you get an actual nice mattress.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a new one.
You can just put that shit on the floor, too.
Let's do it for a special.
Oh, my God.
We get Asmon a new mattress.
Mattress store, and we can see if it's like a front, like a money laundering thing.
Straight up, because they all are money launderers.
I'll do that. I'll do
Fuck
it.
Yeah, and then you can write it off as a business expense.
Absolutely.
God damn.
Thank fucking God.
Dude, I dropped $5,000 on my mattress.
You think so? That's a lot of money.
Oh, and it's a nice fucking mattress.
Yeah.
I feel like it's worth it, though, because you keep it for like 10 years, and like, you're on there for like a third of your life. I mean, longer than that.
40 years?
Oh, dude, you could get one. Okay, so listen, hear me out. You get one of those mattresses that has the remote, so it props you up. You put it in front of your computer.
Oh, like one of
you
those
use it as your streaming chair, and you just never leave.
That's a good idea. I like that. No, it's smart.
I feel like Snake
it's like
like
bedridden by choice.
Yeah.
It's like a way to trick you into fixing up your life.
Well, I don't know about that.
Before,
I mean, it's one step at a time.
What have we done so far?
Yeah.
Salon.
I would do the mattress thing, though.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, we need to get you a Tempur-Pedic or a purple mattress.
I have a Tempur-Pedic
purple
topper
mattresses
now.
are nice.
Yeah, that's it.
But imagine if you have a whole Tempur-Pedic. I love it.
Wait, so how old's your mattress? Does it have springs inside of it?
So it has existed for longer than me.
So it's probably a spring mattress, right?
And I'm trying to think how long my mom had it.
Oh, man.
It's probably like maybe 50, 60 years old, something like that.
Damn.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's crazy
That
because
can't be
remember
real.
we went to his
something
house,
like that.
there was a mattress in the backyard too that had springs.
Oh,
So-
that was one that I got at, that was a good, I used to love that mattress. I would sleep on that. My ex-girlfriend made me throw it out.
Damn.
Yeah, it was awful. It was my favorite.
So wait, so was that one newer than the one you're using now?
Yeah, it was. It was
Oh
pretty
my
new. I
God.
got it like maybe 15 years
So
ago.
why'd she make you throw it out? Was it covered
So
in
basically,
puke or
like
something?
we would always, whenever like, I was like early 20s, like late teens, like my house was the place that everybody would go to get drunk, have parties, and fuck around until 5 o'clock in the morning, where my mom would literally at 5 in the morning make us cupcakes.
Oh,
And so,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that's
so
right.
sweet.
that sounds
And so-
amazing.
So I was like, this is a good idea. People keep passing out on the floor, and it's like, that's uncomfortable. Why not just put beds all across the floor?
Yep.
And so you can pass out wherever you want in the room, and you're still sleeping on a bed. And so we got 2 or 3 extra beds, and we put them on the floor. And the only part that actually didn't have a bed was like the chair area around on my desk. And everywhere else, you could just sleep on the floor.
That's genius.
Yeah. And so like, I thought this was like the height of luxury, but she didn't like that. She thought that was disgusting.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
My name's Amaru, someone who gives advice on the internet, and today I'm here to talk about today's sponsor, Rocket Money. Rocket Money is the personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better. All kinds of different people can use the app to get their spending and saving back on track. Let me show you. Are you someone who's addicted to anime like Tectone? No problem. Cancel a membership from the Rocket Money app with just a few taps and break free into the real world. Or are you more like Jay? The type to sign up for subscription services just to watch one single show, then forget you signed up and eventually pay around $900 over the course of 5 years? Well, I've used Rocket Money to cancel my random subscriptions, so I know Jay can use it to take himself out of the hole he's got himself into. Rocket Money has helped its 5 million members save up to $740 a year when they use all the features, with over 500 million in canceled subscriptions. Join for free today by going to rocketmoney.com/stake, or click the link in the description. You can also unlock even more features with premium. That's rocketmoney.com/stake.
What are your favorite things in your house?
I don't know, like stuff. Like,
Okay, wait a minute. What do you think is important in your house?
what do you mean important?
Okay,
like,
so
you talking
your
about
bed's
like,
important.
yeah.
Okay, and your bed sucks now. And now you realize, okay, my bed fucking sucks.
It
why it's
does,
important.
it
Okay,
sucks.
How's your refrigerator?
It's good.
Okay.
I don't use it, but it's good.
Laundry dryer, those good?
Yes.
Okay, do you use those?
No.
Okay.
I
Dude,
have them.
can you imagine this guy cleaning the lint out? Like, there's just no way.
I do that every single time.
What?
Yeah, of course.
Why is that? That's so shocking.
What?
Well, because then it won't
What?
overheat. And then because if it overheats and it breaks and I have to get a new one, it's a problem.
Okay, how's your toilet?
I don't know. I mean, like,
Do you have a bidet?
no,
Would you use a bidet?
no, it's weird.
That's what I think, dude. Then I think it's gonna
Yeah.
make me gay. I think I'm getting one, dude. I'm worried I'm gonna like it a little bit too much. And I'm like, oh no, man. Oh, I'm just
Oh fuck! I was gonna ask if you've never used one in Japan, but
Never
I
used one.
forgot you've never been to Japan.
never been.
Yeah.
So crazy.
I'm gonna die before I go to Japan. That's a sad reality I have. Because I keep on putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. I'll never go, bro.
Wait, have you traveled in Asia or anywhere at all?
No, I've only been to Canada and Mexico. That's it.
No, Europe. Oh my
And-
god, dude, this is. I'm sorry, this is crazy. There's
What?
other parts in Asia, like when I go would visit, I'd go visit my family in like Malaysia, Singapore. Have you ever heard of a squatting toilet?
No.
I could guess what it is.
Is that where you squat on a toilet?
Yeah, but they're not even like literally a hole in the ground. Like they'll have some nice ones, like it's like porcelain, but it's just like a hole and you have to squat over the toilet, like men and women.
Is there pigs underneath?
Why would there be pigs
To eat
underneath?
the
Feed
shit?
them.
Does it come out?
No, it's
there-
just like, oh yeah, they look like
Oh,
that.
that thing?
Yeah,
No, I saw
well
one of those.
that's crazy that they're just next to each other.
Yeah, I saw
but-
one of those in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Season 3. Polnareff uses it, and then a pig comes and cleans his asshole with his tongue. It was gross.
Yeah, I remember a couple of those.
Yeah, I also just would not want to use that. That is weird as shit.
But like, imagine like someone misses
Yeah.
and like, I've only ever seen these in public places. Like my family didn't have these.
I feel like you really, if you miss on one of those, you have to be doing it on purpose. Because like anytime I go to Walmart and I have to use the bathroom, I'll go in there and it's like there's no way somebody didn't do this on purpose. That's what I'm
saying. Because like you see how bad people fuck up normal toilets.
Well, like, they do that. The thing is, like, people do that. They go into Walmart and they shit on the floor. That's why. And why would they do that? Why not?
I used to have this really weird habit where whenever I went into like a public restroom toilet, I would always know, okay, somebody's pissed all over this.
Yeah.
So if I had to shit, I would always piss on the toilet seat first. That way, if I was sitting in piss, at least I was sitting in my own piss.
That's smart. Yeah, I like that.
Did you ever use your dick to like blast the shit off of the toilet because you didn't want to clean the shit off of it?
No, why would I care about that? No, I never did that.
Oh.
Absolutely not. No, that shit's gross.
Men disgust me.
Well, I feel like that's the thing that every guy's done. You never use your little fire hose to blast the dirt off?
No. I mean, maybe once or twice when I was a little kid. But
it's like a mini game.
Oh, no. We used to do all kinds of shit like that. Like fill up, like get toilet paper wet and like throw it at people and shit. Yeah.
That was good shit.
Those are the good days.
All right, so you have good refrigerator.
Yeah, right. The good refrigerator. Refrigerator is fine.
How's your bathrooms?
Oh, there's this complete shithole with mold.
Okay. All right. So I just bought a house for a fuck ton of money.
Right.
And then I've put in, I'm not even kidding you, Zach, I've put in $250,000 worth of upgrades into it before I'm moving in.
That's a lot. And that's not even counting the price? Or is that including?
That's on top of the price.
Oh my God.
Because I'm theorizing I'm going to be able to double the value of this house. Because I bought a piece of shit that had good structure. We tore out everything. We tore out every room, replaced everything, and be able to move in at the end of this month.
Austin's gonna be like LA soon with how there's so many people coming here and shit's getting so fucking expensive.
My neighbors,
it's insane.
Yeah. Yep.
My neighbors are like that. They've built everything up and it's like a nice house and it's.
I'm just saying though, if you were to drop like 50 grand, which you make in probably every 30 minutes of your life.
Okay.
Get a renovator and just fix up your fucking house. It'd be awesome. I'm excited because I heard on stream that you were planning on cleaning your house.
Yeah, I came home from the airport and I could smell that there's a dead animal in the house. I think that there is.
I bet you there's more than one.
And then I went into the kitchen and there's like a spider on the sink. I took a picture of him. He's like about this big and it's a pretty decent spider. And I looked him up and it said that he kills other bugs. So I figured, like I tried to cut him in half and he got away. So I figure at that point he passed the test and I don't bother him anymore.
I've moved out of houses for bug infestation before.
Yeah.
Because I hate cockroaches.
Oh, I don't.
When you wake up with cockroaches in your mouth, you don't want to live in that house anymore, man. It's impossible to get over the fear.
I never had that happen.
I'm a mouth breather, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so
I am too.
They crawl on in there.
Do they really do that?
Yes.
They've never done that to me, I'll tell you that.
Well, it's because they're afraid of you, because they know what you've done.
Yeah.
Me, they know I'm weak.
Yeah, no, but I'm going to clean it. Yeah, because I was smelling, I was like, oh, this house probably making me sick.
Oh, it is.
At least a little bit, right? Like a little minor debuff. And so I'm going to clean it.
Yeah, but I think you should like deep clean that shit.
Right.
Like,
are you gonna hire somebody? Or
yeah, I will have to do that for some stuff because, like, for example, like the carpet. So, like, we used to have a refrigerator that would leak, and there would be like mold on the carpet, and so we put a rug over it.
Oh, you're not cleaning that. You gotta get that shit torn out.
Yeah, so we just the rug's still there.
If you need new carpets or new floors or anything,
that's what I'm gonna do.
I know a great guy, super cheap, really quick.
Super cheap. So you just said $250K. Funny thing about that.
Right, cheap for you.
Okay.
Cheap for you.
Not for you though.
Yeah, I would probably say if you have your house, I'm not gonna say the square footage, but I'll probably guess maybe 12 to 14K for all new floors and all new carpet.
Yeah, I don't know. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck yeah, dude. Your house is gonna be so, because I think that would be nice. Maybe you don't have to move. Maybe just upgrade where you're at.
Well, I don't know. Like I'll figure that out when it comes, But yeah.
It's crazy because your entire demeanor has changed since talking about this.
Why?
You're probably stressed out about it.
No, I'm not stressed.
Okay.
No, it's fine. Because I was gonna do a lot of renovations whenever my mom was still around, and like the only reason why I didn't do it is because of COVID happened. She didn't want to get the vaccine, so I couldn't have people in the house.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I'm like kind of stuck in this like weird position because like this is actually something I wanted to do over 5 years ago, and it's just that it didn't happen because of that.
Cool.
Yeah. What?
I'm just thinking about all the shit you do for your house, and it makes me so excited because I love renovations.
Yeah.
I've been going over them for like 4 months so far. I check in every single day. my house is looking awesome.
Right.
Like, I'm excited for you guys. We're going to have to do another house tour when I get my new place because it's everything that I wanted, man.
Bonus house?
You still getting your fucking ice, what the fuck is it called?
Ice cold plunge.
The cold plunge.
Yeah, you got to get in that. You got to get in that.
I still
try
feel,
it. Yeah,
like,
sure.
bro, I feel like that's like you use it a couple times and you're like, I'm scared of that thing. And then you never want to use it again.
That is 100% what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But, right, for content,
oh my God.
because I want to start doing tournaments. If you lose, then you have to cold plunge.
You have to go into
tax write-off.
That's smart.
Exactly. And it's only like, it's the massive amount of $2,000, which is an insane amount of money, which I really need to start. I need to stop saying only $2,000. I feel like such a snob
for renovations on a house, if you're looking to get renovations on a house and it's $2,000, you're looking really good.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, like anywhere, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's all I think about, man. I'm so excited. Speaking of which, I asked you about your week, Asmon. How was your week, Emmy? Anything crazy happen?
Well, since I had COVID,
oh God,
my throat's pretty still fucked. No, I swear I tested negative. But since I had COVID, I was just in my room by myself. I felt like I was going fucking insane. It's not though. For me to be in my room all day, just by myself. I played like 13 games of League in one day. I was just like in there. I started hearing shit again. But like besides that, I mean, going to LA was cool. Like, you know, we did the expo and then we went to Riot. Oh my God, you would have loved it there. It's actually such an amazing campus. I mean, we can talk about the campus.
They had a bunch of food and like it was funny because like
delicious free food.
They were going and picking out all this extra stuff. All I did is I got a pizza and tater tots and like candy.
Oh yeah, they had a salad bar and I remember saying, "Does this scare you?" And he was like, "Well, not really."
Yeah, I just stay away from it.
Yeah, you would have loved it there. It was really nice.
It was nice, yeah.
Well, then fucking invite me and I would have gone.
Well, I thought you weren't going to go to, like, I was surprised. I didn't know if you were going to go to OTK Expo or not. But, like, you've been so busy, man.
I know.
You've been farming, dude. Like,
I know.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, you've been killing it.
You've
like,
been
with the Wuthering
busy.
Waves and everything, too.
It's just, you know, heavy as the crown. It's a shame, but I keep on getting that from all my homies, man. You're just so busy all the time. And to be fair, I have not stopped. I have not missed a day of streaming in, like, 45 fucking days.
You're doing good.
I'm really trying, but yeah, there's just so much shit to talk about. If I don't go live, I feel like I'm
behind.
I do.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping things slow down, but it's not gonna, because then in July a new game comes out. I got to cover that one.
Wait, what game?
Zilla Zone Zero.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and then after that's just Europa Milia, and then there's just so much shit to do. And then you know, the entire gacha community blew up again in World War II.
Your shit is fucking stacked. Like you're just gonna be farming new patches for like 8 fucking years.
Yes, I am. And then there's new Honkai Star Rail, and then I got to play Genshin Impact, and then I mean, there's people threatening to fucking, you know, do horrible things themselves. And then I even raised a content creator as a joke. That was really funny.
Raised?
Yeah, there's this content creator. I'm not even going to say his name.
What do you mean by raised?
So I'll let you know what I mean. All right, so there's this really old guy. I'm not going to say his name. You know who I'm talking about because McConnell talked about him the other day.
Okay.
And so this guy I have raised as a joke, right?
Well, because, I don't understand what you mean by raised.
Okay, so he's 42. He makes content. Okay. And he made a video on me.
Yeah.
And this guy is nuts. Like, he is actually delusional. So
he's a gacha guy?
He's a gacha guy. So, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm
so
stressed now.
I've been leaving comments on every single one of his videos saying, dude, you're so right. You're right about everything you're saying. You're like, everybody's wrong but you, man. Everybody's crazy but you. I even brought this guy on my stream. And I just let him talk. And I countered every single point that he made. But after I knew he was past the line of logic, I was like, all right, I'm just going full committal. So then I told all of my chat to go to his videos and leave fake supportive comments so he won't stop. And
so it's like basically like imagine growing a tree and it drops fruit, except for it's a stupid tree with stupid fruit.
Yep.
Okay, but like what level of like bad takes or delusional? Like is it just like bad game opinions or like real bad opinions?
Do you want to know?
Yes.
Okay.
Like what's an example?
So I was actually about to make a really bad joke. No. Let's see. So basically he was saying that Tectone is faking the expectations of gachas, and he's trying to bait people into spending money, and all of his reactions, all of his reactions are fake. And he was comparing Tectone to me. And he was like, well, look at the way Asmon does it. Now, like, he's not overselling it, but Tectone does oversell it. And he's like, well, you know, Tectone has a special shirt that he wears. And then he goes like, oh, that's normal to have a special ritual for gacha. And he's like, yeah, but Asmon doesn't really do this. That's why you know he's real.
Yep.
And then he says, yeah, for legal reasons, I'm not sure if I can say this, but the truth is that, what was it? That there are some streamer accounts that just might have boosted luck, because I got really lucky on like my pulls with like the new character, and Tectone apparently did too, which means that, you know, it's like 2 points make a line. So obviously it's all a scam, it's all rigged, and it's completely fake.
What's funny is he thinks I got really lucky, because I didn't even get lucky. Because I lost my 50-50. I lost my 50-50, and then I got her in 28 pulls. So I got Yin Lin in 98 pulls. That's not even lucky, because like 80 pull is hard pity. So, I mean, I got incredibly unlucky, but I was like, no, man, you're right. Yeah, he thinks that Wuthering Waves has rigged my account to where I get things guaranteed. And it's insane. And he was talking about how like, oh, my reactions are too much. And then he also said, it's bad that I'm free to play. And then once I told him, no, I've actually spent money, he says, well, it's also bad that you spent money. So you can't play free to play. You can't spend money at all. And
why would it ever be bad to be free to play?
Oh, because, okay. Well, I can't tell you why it's bad in my perspective, but I can tell you in his perspective. It makes people think that they can play those games free to play, but eventually it will lead to them spending on the game.
Right, yeah. It's kind of like, you know, you can do crack. It's okay. It won't ruin your life. And then you do crack and it ruins your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he said the correct way to play, and I should encourage all of my chat to spend one time. But then the other thing is...
like, basically, you have to spend a little amount of money.
What?
So it's like you can't spend no money, and you can't spend too much money. So you have to spend, like, the fucking golden point is like, I don't know, $43?
Yeah.
Something like that? Yeah.
So this is crazy. Like, if we were talking about, like, oh, like... you know, you're influencing kids to like take their parents' card. Like, I think that's stupid too, but at least you can like kind of get it right. But he's like 40.
Yep.
Like, how are you 40 and like you can't control yourself on spending on games?
You're
I mean,
stupid.
I've seen it, right? But
It's simple.
like,
You're dumb.
if you want to do it, then do it. But it's like if you're like, oh, I can't, like,
I can't control. Like,
dude,
I'm being mind controlled.
The guy has made 40 videos on me in a week. It's insane.
Yeah.
Maybe he has a crush on you.
He might. And then he's made at least 10 on Asmon, and then a couple of my buddy Hex Juice. It's just so funny. And he's still going up, and he's fighting the good fight.
I do not envy you guys at all for this shit, but I mean, it's fun to listen to every week.
Yep. And then, there was another guy who I also don't want to mention his name because we're both aware of who I'm talking about. There's another guy who put out a really big note. And the note got 32 million views.
Talk about Atsu the rat.
Oh, God, I didn't bring it up.
That's the rat, Ratsu.
Yeah,
there it is.
32 million views on a Google Doc he put out.
Yep.
And for that one day, man, the internet was really on his side. And then every day after that, man, they are turning against him very quickly because they realize that doc is a load of bullshit. And it was awesome because he went live in a category and he was giving his side of the story on what happened. And so I went live in the same category and I just made my title, debunking his claims, and just pointed an arrow at his stream, and I did not go offline until he ended his stream. And then he made everybody think that he was going to quit content creating, and then he says, oh no, I'll just be back in 2 months, the new Genshin patch drops.
Right, yeah, bro, you think he's going to get a job?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But yeah, that was a lot of other bullshit I was dealing with. And
that was funny, man. I watched a video on that the other day.
Yeah, by Steorg.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, love that, dude. I saw your reaction to that.
Bro, I was fucking sad. I was mean. I'm not sorry. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, but I made a promise to myself that I was going to move forward from this drama, so I'm trying very hard.
I won't.
Go ahead. You do your thing.
Yeah, no, I'll have any time that he'll say something new, because like you have to understand that like he will always keep trying, like, because he's obviously a narcissist liar, and he's just gonna keep trying to get people on his side, and I'll be there. I'll be there.
I just feel like I've won so much, and
I never get tired of winning.
This is the one time I'm literally just giving the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna say shit until he says shit again.
Nope.
And then if he does, I will be there. But I'm genuinely hoping the guy can just get therapy and apologize. That's all I want for him. Genuinely. That's me though.
Once a rat, always a rat.
I know.
Hey, you can take, is a rat. You never change a rat, man. That's it. And it might seem like everything's okay for a bit, but then a rat will always go back to its rat ways.
I know, it's true.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah. By the way, I don't think we've done a single episode since Wuthering Waves came out.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Did you play it, Emmy?
I downloaded the game, and I've been watching him play it, but I'm not really in.
So you didn't play it? Okay.
Not really, no.
You don't like it?
I just want to like be able to sit down and like actually get through like the main story.
Where are you at right now?
Like literally the very beginning.
Okay, yeah, you need to play it.
But I've watched a lot of the combat stuff, and I do like it better than like Genshin, for example.
Dude, it's fucking nuts. I hosted a tournament for it. The content's actually...
I saw that.
It's actually hard as fuck. Like, the content is hard
Yeah, I mean, I
as fuck.
always see people do
bro.
crazy shit and get like fucking one-shot.
Yep.
It's not that hard. Like,
Okay.
The attack patterns are super easy.
Have you... Oh, okay, so what have you beaten?
I don't know. I did like 4.
Have you done Thundering Memphis 6?
I did it on 4.
Okay, well, they get new mechanics.
Yeah, I know. At 4, there's a new tier of mechanics too, because you have like the illusions.
Yeah, and then you use Gian.
Yeah.
Fight Thundering Memphis without using Gian. And then just tell me if it's easy.
Well, it is, but it's harder. Like,
I don't think you can beat it.
Why?
Because it's really hard.
No, it's not.
Well, then beat it.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I will.
Next time you go live, let's see you beat Thundering Memphis 6.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
Yeah, that's I just haven't done it.
What do you have to do when he goes like this?
Well, you have to roll whenever his hands are like right here.
Okay.
Yeah, you dodge right there.
How much have you spent?
I don't know. Like $1,000 or something. Yeah.
Didn't you say though that it's like not really free to play? Or not free, sorry, it's not really pay to win?
It's pay to win. It's completely pay to win.
Oh, it's absolutely pay to win.
Oh, really?
So basically, so here's why it's pay to win. So like whenever I spend money in the game, my character does more damage.
Yeah.
So that makes it pay to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty simple.
However, you can still beat all the content without doing that. But it makes it a lot
It's a
easier.
hell of a lot easier if you do.
Like, for example, there's this character called Gian where you can just spam left click and everything will be auto parried. You don't even have to fucking think. But if you use Calcharo, everybody's parry frames are different. And his is like the shortest, right? Gian is like, if you attack here, the next 3 seconds are parried. Calcharo is, if you don't hit it exactly, then you're just not getting the fucking parry. So it's very different. And the game is very good. And I recommend everybody play that shit. It's fucking fire, bro. And 1.1's coming out. They fucked up their servers like 18 times. So everybody gets a free 5-star, like 50 fucking free polls. And I'm not sponsored, I swear to God.
Yeah, you need to redeem those. Like, you have to get all those fucking free mail things.
Yes.
There's like 50 of them.
It's fucking insane, dude. It's a game where I'm praying that they fuck up because they keep on giving us so much shit. It's insane. I love it, bro. I think it's the best gacha made in so long. And I think it's going to make more money than Genshin Impact this month.
Here's what I fucking hate about the game.
Yep.
Is I'm at 98 and 99% completion on every zone for exploration. And there's one fucking box and I can't find it in every zone. And like, to be fair, I've completed like 2 or 3 zones all the way. But all the rest of them, I'm at 98 or 99%. Walking around, can't find a single fucking chest.
Yep, I already 100% completed everything. So
You put way more hours in the game than I did.
I probably did.
Yeah.
I definitely did,
Yeah,
bro.
What level are you?
You're higher than me, but I'm 42.
Yeah, I'm 46, I think.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah. It's going to be great hitting 60 and, you know.
I'll be level 44.
Yeah, I'll be level 44.
I'll be collecting
Yeah, there you go.
scraps. I'm just hoping they fuck up again and give me more boosted levels.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing so
that
good
20,
right now.
yeah, the 20 thing was crazy.
They gave us
20 energy refreshes for one fuck up. Yeah.
Okay.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts, but it is the first real competitor Genshin Impact, and it feels awesome. The space feels super alive. Genshin Impact's freaking the fuck out. They released their endgame mode. Nobody likes it. They released their big Archon quest. Nobody fucking likes it besides the lore nerds. Oh my God, it's one of those fucking tropes. Before I get into this, what's like a trope that you guys hate? For like an ending. Like, this is the trope of this is the ending.
I I think that we've gotten too far into the bad guys are the good guys and the good guys are the bad guys, where like the demons are actually the right ones. Like, you know, some like Paradise Lost fucking interpretation by a person who's stupid. So yeah, I would say probably that's the worst one.
What about you, Emmy? What's like a trope where you're like, oh God, it's this thing again?
Also another one that I hate is whenever they have women in the story.
I hate that.
Of course.
Yeah.
I actually don't really like that trope where it's like someone finds out that they're secretly like this hero, like they were destined to do this thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That?
Yeah. I don't like it either.
I love that.
I like
cheap.
it sometimes, but I don't like it when it feels like out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
And it's like a plot device. Like it's like, why?
Oh, you mean to like when, not start the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
that's lame as fuck.
well, you said like for an ending.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
that wouldn't. There's been times where it's like the middle of the end of the story where it's like this character was actually this important person all along.
Yeah.
Unless it's like something, I don't. It really depends, but most of the time I don't really like that.
I really don't like when you get to the ending and then you find out, oh, it was all just a dream.
Oh well, I didn't even want to say that because I thought everyone hates that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I hate that.
How do you like that?
Well,
yeah, I thought that too, but I didn't even bring it up.
Name me one scenario where you're like, oh, great, I'm so glad this was a dream.
well, it doesn't really matter to me because the story is still told the same way.
Well, okay, well, here's the problem.
It's
right?
like, what's stopping you from waking up right now,
Well, I'm still in a coma.
realizing that you're actually a lizard, and then like your lizard brain was just having a crazy dream, and like you start thinking about gacha games, you stop thinking about like the new house, and you just think about eating flies again. You can't imagine that?
That would be so good.
Exactly.
I wake up, lizard.
So it's not a matter of whether the story trope is bad. It's the way that it's told.
I think the way I really don't like the story trope when it is all just a dream is when it's an extension of the story in a continued series where there's like an OVA for an anime or a story that's like a subplot of the story and it takes you on this whole journey where like characters fucking die and they say, oh, it was just a dream. And then they wake up. There's a show that I know both of y'all like. I'm not even gonna say. One of the arcs is just a dream. And
Wait, what show?
I'm not gonna say. Because it would ruin the season for you. But there's a show that both of y'all watch that y'all like where one of the whole arcs is just, oh yeah, it was just a dream.
Uh-oh.
And I'm just like, okay. Well, that was the biggest
show
waste
that we both watched. That
don't even try to think about it. But just understand that I said this, and when you see it, you'll understand.
Can I ask?
Yeah, later.
Is it?
I'm not gonna say. You gotta ask later. But it's fucking miserable. And it makes me so mad because you go in and all these crazy things fucking happen.
Yeah.
All these fucking people die. And you're like, oh God, the end of the universe. Oh, it's a dream, wasn't it? I'm like, why did we watch this?
I'm gonna be real. That's why I didn't like Endgame, Avengers Endgame. I thought it was stupid.
Was it? How? Endgame wasn't a dream.
But it basically had the same function.
Oh, they all got snapped out and they all came back?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, I agree. When a character dies, they need to fucking die. I don't like
in
the
most cases.
Okay, give me a scenario where it's good they come back.
Gandalf.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah, he died to the big lava golem, and then he came back as Gandalf the White.
Well, actually what happened is so Gandalf fought the guy for 7 days, the Balrog. He died, and there's only 2 instances of Eru Ilúvatar, who's the god of Lord of the Rings, interfering with the world of Middle-earth or Arda. And the 2 times are number 1, making Gollum trip to fall into Mount Doom, and number 2 was bringing Gandalf back as Gandalf the White. And so he brought him back. Gandalf the White was brought back literally by God.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Do they explain that in the movies or is that book only?
They do, but it's implied. So basically, okay. All right, okay.
Here we go.
So basically, the Balrog and Gandalf are actually the same thing.
How does that work?
So there's a thing, so like all of the spirits, okay.
Yep, here we go.
Did you see Rings of Power?
Nope, fuck no.
Okay,
absolutely
all right,
not.
so Jesus Christ. All right, so this is the way it works, right? So in the beginning, Eru Ilúvatar sings a song and he creates, all life and everything like that with something called Flame Imperishable. It's a big thing. And so he has, there's like 2 different tiers of like angels, right? There's the Valar and the Maiar, right? The Valar are like Manwë, Morgoth. Like Manwë is the Valar that Gandalf serves as his Maiar form, Olren. And then obviously Morgoth, or Melkor at the time, descends into evil, like going against Iluvatar, and he becomes Morgoth. That's the name the elves gave him. And so then basically Morgoth brings a lot of those Maiar spirits to Middle-earth, and those spirits corrupted by the evil turn into Balrogs. Then Iluvatar and has the different Valars send over their own spirits, kind of like their own lieutenants, to serve in Middle-earth as like kind of agents to help men overcome the evil of Sauron, who Sauron also is a Maiar spirit. Even though he's extremely powerful, he's like maybe maybe 1 tier above Gandalf, maybe barely 1 above Gandalf the White, probably 2 tiers above Gandalf the Gray.
Okay.
Like this is just like arbitrary power scaling.
For sure,
basically, right?
Yeah.
And so then, so Gandalf, whenever he fights the spirit, that's why he says like servant of Morgoth whenever he's fighting the Balrog. And so basically he gets sent
I always
back.
assumed he was just saying shit.
No. So he's like part of the Astari order, right?
Yeah.
And so you have like obviously the 3, the 3 wizards in like the movies. You have, I think it's Annator and Orlando. I think they were given different names by Tolkien later on in the story. Those are the 2 blue wizards who were in Middle-earth actually longer than the other ones were. But basically, they're all actually angels. They are literal angels that predate the existence of the entire world.
Damn.
And so they're not, and like they're bound by a like pact to not use their magical powers in capacities that are unequal, right? That's why, for example, like Gandalf used magic against the Balrog, but he never did that against anybody else.
Is that true? I swear to God, he used magic somewhere else. Surely.
Not really, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Trying to think.
Like he would use magic to like light an area.
Sure, yeah.
But like he's not using it. Like Gandalf basically, like to any other being in like Middle-earth, Gandalf could like just kill it. Basically, right? Minus like a handful.
What about those wraiths?
Those wraiths? So Gandalf 1v9'd them.
They're called Nazguls, right?
They're called Nazgul, and they were the original 9 kings that were given the rings by Sauron.
Those things scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah,
so
I
cool.
hated
They were
those.
so cool.
I love them. They're so cool.
Dude, I remember every time Frodo put on that ring, man, you hear those screeches. Oh
Yeah.
my God, it was so free. It's such a good fucking
awesome.
movie. It's so good. I hate how there's people who say they don't like it who haven't seen it.
Yeah, of
Wait,
course.
really?
Yeah, it's like, bro, they fucking watch it. It's so
Probably
good.
12 years old. Like, what do you expect?
Like, I think I'm being giga hypocritical as well because I think that I would like Star Wars more if I gave it a shot.
Did you never watch any of the Star Wars?
My problem is my brothers really like Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to like what you like.
Right.
Frick Star Wars. I watched Dragon Ball Z. That's what cool kids are watching.
They are really good movies, but I feel like it's one of those things that like you love it so much because it's been there for you for so long.
Yeah.
So if you watch,
nope, that's not true.
No, I said that
I
they're
watched Lord of
good.
the Rings recently. I watched.
Oh no, I meant Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
It was like Lord of the
'cause
Rings. You go back and watch anytime.
Some of the Star Wars movies are like amazing, and some of them are like, that was good.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, here, but
No, but I like Lord of the Rings too, and the Hobbit's like the movies are okay.
I remember we went to see the Lord of the Rings in movie theaters every Christmas. The Hobbit comes out. I told my mom and dad, I'm like, let's go watch it in theaters again for Christmas. And they're like, okay, fine. I look over at my mom in the middle of a battle scene on the Hobbit, and she's like this.
Dude,
She's fucking
no,
passed
I
out.
went to go see. I think it was the first Hobbit with my dad, and I remember I was watching it, and I was like, I'm enjoying this. I'm entertained, and I think it was during the scene where they were like all like in the river, like they were fighting in the river
That's
or something.
the first movie when they're in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
barrels.
And I remember looking over at my dad, and my dad was like,
Yeah.
and I was like,
wasn't
isn't
having
that, he was not happy.
Wow.
what is in the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit? What is the worst part in the whole series?
I think that it was stupid that they had the dwarf have a love interest with the elf, Tamriel, in The Hobbit. I thought that was stupid.
I think, what about you, Emmy? Have you seen all of it?
Yeah, I have.
Now,
worst
I
part.
would, it also
The worst
Rings,
part?
Well, Rings of Power would be the worst part.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
we ignore that.
Yeah, sure.
That just goes without saying.
The worst part.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
trying
you're
to
like, oh,
think
that
through
shit's
like
kinda lame.
the main movies. I mean, there's parts that are like fucking sad or like, but I don't remember any part that I was like, that annoys me.
I think Lord of the Rings itself, the trilogy, was perfect for me. I wouldn't change a thing at all. And I would also always recommend watching the director's cut because it's just way better. The Desolation of Smaug fight was such a letdown.
Yeah.
And it built up that, it built up to that, built up to that. Not only did the fight of Desolation of Smaug.
Is that in the second one?
The second one, yeah. Desolation of Smaug, the fight didn't even happen. It didn't even finish in the second movie. You had to watch the third movie to see the end of the Desolation of Smaug fight. It was such a letdown. It was just one dude shooting one arrow into like an exposed scale, bro. That shit was so fucking lame. Because Smaug was so cool. When you see him in the Mountain of Treasure, bro, that shit was dope.
Wait, I never read the Hobbit. So was the dwarf and elf love thing not in the books?
No, it was not. It's fake.
Oh, that's annoying.
Fake fan fiction. It's not real.
Why would they add that?
To make it for modern audiences.
I think sometimes adding in love interest works, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I agree, but I feel like for a classic, it's like,
well, the problem is, like, for example, Albedo in Overlord. So, like, Albedo
yeah,
was,
I mean, but I feel like that's so different because like,
it is. That's the point.
The audience
right?
is different too.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I also had no idea that wasn't in the original, that Albedo was a love interest.
Yep. Well, she just didn't even exist, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like there were a number of things like kind of that were, like, I would have wanted to see certain scenes in Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, but like other than that,
like what?
Well, so I think that Gandalf actually like basically 1v1s or at least like intimidates the Witch King of Agmar at the gates of breaking into Minas Tirith. And I think that would have been fucking awesome to see that, right? Because like nobody really knew like how powerful Gandalf was or anything like that. And so that would be really cool to see that happen.
It was cool now that I think, because the way that you're bringing it up, it is cool because I always thought Gandalf was like the strongest, but he didn't really do anything.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
Ever.
He didn't need to. Yeah,
he's just the man.
He also even had a, so this is again deep lore, is that one of the rings that was given to Gandalf by the elves is actually a ring that's supposed to make everybody else around them inspired. And so, like, basically, and that they even covered that in the books. And so that's kind of like his job. He's trying to like inspire the races of Middle Earth to be able to resist Sauron's influence on their own. And like this is again,
sick.
Yeah. Well, it's also like just like a big metaphor, I think, in a lot of cases to you know, like Christianity, right, and Catholicism.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
What other series do you like as much as Lord of the Rings?
As much?
Yeah, nothing.
No, nothing. But, there are things that are below that, but I really like a lot. Like I know a lot of the lore for a lot of the different like worlds and stuff like that. Same with like history and stuff.
What was the coolest war in real life?
In my opinion, World War I, because I thought it was really interesting that you had like at the beginning of the war you had actual cavalry, and at the end you had tanks.
That's true, huh?
That's crazy.
I think Civil War was cooler.
Why?
The idea of it.
I don't know. It feels
like
a
nation fighting each other.
No, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Do you think that a lot of people in the Civil War like didn't really like fully know what was going on because they didn't have like the same like information like spreading that we do now? Like, do you think a lot of people were like, oh, these people are fucking evil? Like, they didn't even know what was going on.
I'm sure they had to have known what was going on. So it was like radio
yeah, but
or
like,
something.
I wonder if like a lot of people like were just very ill-informed, but were just fighting anyway.
Fair, I guess. Shit.
Like, well, I just wonder like if that was a common thing. I don't know.
Well, in a few days, there's even a holiday to celebrate the extension of that, which is Juneteenth, June 19th, which is the day that the slaves were officially emancipated.
Why do you sound sponsored to say this?
Bro, shut up.
Why did that feel like a sponsor?
I'm serious. So it does. Yeah, that's true. Because people didn't really know what happened. Like they had no idea. And so like that was the day that the news was delivered to a lot of people.
What happened Juneteenth?
Well, like no more slaves. They got rid of it, patched it out.
I thought Juneteenth was the thing where everybody attacked the White House.
No, that's January 6th.
Oh,
that's like a new thing.
That was very recent.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like a few years ago.
Okay, yeah. That's cool.
They might have another one of those, but you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think there was another holiday I found out about 2 days ago. It was like National E-Sex Day. And then
isn't that just called Tuesday?
That's not a holiday.
It is. It's National E-Sex Day.
Bro, anyone can be making holidays now or something.
I know.
Shit,
There's a lot of things like that.
Yeah. You're just fucking inventing this shit.
Let's see. National E-Sex Day. And then there's also, I think this month is Happy Pride.
I know it's Pride Month this month, but like I feel like people get too into inventing holidays for things. It's too many fucking holidays, man. It's like, unless you get the day off or something like that, who cares?
I 1,000,000% agree.
Why do they have to make a day for everything?
I don't know.
Like, I even saw like someone talking about like, oh, it's National Flowers Day. I was like, what does that even mean? Like,
you know who made National Flowers Day? People that sell flowers.
Yep. Same thing with Valentine's Day, man.
Yeah.
It's a corporation. I remember I always hated that bullshit excuse where there's like, what is it, Mother's Day? Is there a Father's Day?
Yeah, there is.
I'm retarded.
What?
Yeah, there's Father's Day.
Something else I'm supposed to say. What is it? There's fucking Mother's Day. There's a Father's Day. Who the fuck celebrates Father's Day? I've never celebrated
Single
Everybody?
mothers.
Yeah, I guess so. Is there a Women's Month or a Women's Day?
Unfortunately, yes.
What is that?
I think there's a Women's
Day.
Month, yeah.
I don't know. Who cares? But yeah, we do have one.
It's like January or February.
Yeah, when's Men's Day?
Why do y'all need a day? Every day's Men's Day.
And that's what I hate when people say. Every day is your day. No, it's not. Okay, no, it's not.
Okay, but like during Women's Month, like what even happens that's like special?
People complain about women more.
Yep. International
Oh,
Women's Day.
it is Women's Day.
March 8th. Look up International Men's Day. Because
I mean, it exists for sure.
It's got to, right? International Men's Day. Do we have one?
November
19th. Dude.
But like, what does that mean? Like, are you supposed, like, for Women's Day, are you supposed to like give a present to every woman you know?
I don't know.
Or it's like, oh, it's
pat 'em on the head.
Women's Day. Good job.
Keep it up.
Yeah, good job doing
Yeah.
doing your thing. If you could take it all back for one solitary second and you could change anything about you, what would you change? Like, would you become a man? Would you stay a woman? Like, what for you, Emmy?
Honestly, I've actually thought about this a lot.
Okay.
I have thought about if I could, like, if there was a character select at birth.
Yeah, give me your race, gender,
Race.
and your stats.
Race is like, I mean, I'm fine with what I have. I don't
So you
think
like
I
being
would.
a woman?
Oh, well.
That's race. It's different.
Oh, true.
Honestly, I wish I could just experience being a man, because it's hard to say when like I haven't experienced it. Like, for all I know, I would fucking hate being a man. But I've always like, I used to actually this is like the dumbest thing to get sad about. I was sad that I would never experience life as a man.
What?
You're not
Do you want the
missing
real
much.
answer?
It's kind of just like the same thing.
It's because this is
Go ahead.
Say
so
it.
dumb.
Say it.
It's because I'm bi and I'm like, I'm never gonna get to date a woman as a man.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Okay, that makes sense.
You can kind of just emulate it. I mean, it's not really
Yeah.
that different, I don't think.
It's not the same.
But I feel like it is. Am I nuts? I don't know.
It definitely is not the same. I would say it's not. Like, I'll tell you, for me, right?
Yeah.
Women have a lot of advantages in life, and there's a lot of things that they have that make
Oh yeah,
things easier
no,
for them.
I agree, but I think that men
But
do
I
too.
thank God every fucking day I was born a man.
Yeah, have you heard?
Really?
Have you
Oh,
heard? There's a
man.
Jewish prayer that's like, "Thank you, God, for not making me born a woman."
That's right.
No
Base.
shot.
Yep.
Yes.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so I think, so as a woman, I think the hardest part of being a woman is the way women have to have sex compared to the way that men have sex.
What?
It's just a lot harder.
What are you talking?
I thought it would be like getting stalked or something like
Well, no,
that.
I have
but
a
yeah.
whole bunch of things.
Okay.
Like, I feel like as a dude, you just put your fucking wiener in and then you're done. And then as a girl, you
Yeah.
like, get that shit all over you and it's like a fucking mess.
Yeah.
And then also having to give birth.
That
That
sucks.
sounds fucking terrible.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I would just like not do that. I
Yeah.
also wouldn't want to do that to anybody. Like, I would feel fucking terrible if like
There's
I had
nothing
like,
wrong with
Well,
that.
it's not my problem.
yeah, but like I feel like what was it called, surrogacy?
I mean, is what I'm saying like, because do most guys not be like, oh well, I wonder what it's like to be a woman?
Well, of course, yeah. You
yeah,
wonder.
but
Of
is it
course you
some?
wonder. Of
Is
course
it
I've
is it
wondered,
like
yeah.
more than a curiosity? Like, fuck, like I'm missing out potentially, or no?
No, but I don't think about what life would be like as a woman. I would think about what life would be like if I was an attractive woman. That's what
That
I really
makes
wonder
sense.
about. Yeah, but living life as an average to below average looks
It's
woman.
like playing on hard mode.
Exactly. But playing as an attractive woman is like, oh my God.
It makes things a lot easier.
Like,
Some things harder.
I just dream of being a thought on OnlyFans.
A hoe.
I would
Yeah.
hoe straight up. Wake up, fucking take a photo of my ass, post that shit on OnlyFans, get 5 fucking bands. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, but like,
that's
here's
the dream.
the problem though is like, then if she gets fat, nobody gives her money anymore.
Well, then just don't get fat.
Well, that's like another problem.
Ozempic is right there.
That. Yeah.
Ozempic.
Yeah, I mean, but then that could mess up the way you look too. And it's like, I would hate that, man. Like, I would. You're on a timer with that shit.
Just work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
then that's more
on
work.
the same vein, being like, for example, a 40 or 50-year-old, I think it's like easier / better to be a man at that age.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we
1,000,000%.
have crazy late game scaling.
Yes. No, I 1,000,000% agree with you. I'm saying
But
like
like guys do say that, but I'm like, what are you like? You're still 40, 50.
Yeah.
but like if you're a sexy chick between like 20 and 30 and your life is bad, you're fucking something up, man. Like you should be taking over the goddamn planet. You should be doing like, you should be living your life on fucking blast, bro.
Right.
Because after 30, you're done.
Is that it? It's just fucking
die.
over.
It's done. You're going to start noticing your cheeks sagging a little bit. You're going to get a little bit slower, a little bit pudgier. And
well, it's not the same for everybody, right? I have plenty of people that it happened to them before 30. But, others, it's not the same.
That
There's
sucks.
also like, I'm going to be honest. I know some of my friends from high school, they look old as fuck. They're guys too.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Man, getting up there.
I'm dying soon.
Man.
Getting up there. That's okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
There's just
I
certain
don't know.
things. Oh, God, that's crazy. I'm thinking about it. I would be stressed as fuck.
What do you mean?
Being like, oh, God, I want to get old. Like, because as a dude, I don't care.
No, I think it still matters as a guy. It
No,
does.
it's still.
For
I
me,
think
I
it's
don't care.
because, like, I mean, when you look at the average old guy on the street, it is like, but like a lot of male celebrities do look really like, good for their age.
Yeah.
Like, they're in their 50s. Like,
Well, they also, celebrities, they get work done. 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
We all know they
They're
get work
also
done.
healthy and they try to exercise. And
Sure, but I think we'd all agree that, like, why wouldn't they get surgery?
I think it's mainly about eating right and doing those things.
I mean, I don't think it's certain because I feel like when you see celebrities that have a lot of work
They're
done.
going to look like a lizard.
Yeah, and they're like 40, 50, 60 with work done. Like, it's just scary. But then you see celebrities that are 40, 50, 60 and like they're just like they have like a personal trainer. They have like hair and makeup that's done well for them.
Yeah,
they
but
still
if
look really good.
If they're doing all that, why wouldn't they just go get work done? Because even me, I've had work done.
What do you have done?
What do you think?
You had the forehead thing, but I thought that was for
But
your...
that's not like cosmetic surgery.
Well, no, it does give you, it makes me have less wrinkles. Right? So technically it is a cosmetic surgery.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know about that. I feel like if it has a health benefit, then it's totally different.
Sure, but there are a lot of surgeries that provide health benefits that would make you better.
Yeah.
I just feel like all the good cosmetic surgeries are very subtle.
I
exactly.
1,000,000% agree.
Which is like,
you-
if it's subtle, it'll help make you look a little better, but it's not going to like take you from like, I don't know, like a 5 to a 10,
I feel like there are some things like, for example, a facelift or maybe like getting some fat removed from underneath your neck.
I mean, honestly, it's hard to say because like the good ones, you just would never know. And then the bad ones are fucking
It's
horrifying.
like Madonna or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, when it looks like their face is like completely stretched out and their lips are up off that.
They look like a lizard.
It's like
Straight up.
horrifying, yeah.
There's like girls now that are like getting Botox and fillers put in their face at like 21.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Like she gonna look like
They're
she's
so-
40 and
Well,
like
at least
25.
fillers, you can like dissolve them.
Yeah, it doesn't
right?
matter. You're
Well-
gonna like. Here's the thing: is like if you ever have had a rubber band and you stretch a rubber band out 50 times, it's not gonna look the same or be the same at the 50th time. Like
True.
you fuck around with your lips like that too many times, and it's gonna be messed
That's
up.
true.
Yeah.
I made some friends recently, and they're like these girls that are like between like 24 to 27, and they're like, yeah, we all have nose jobs. We all got our jaws shaved, and I would never fucking know if they didn't tell me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would never know.
Yeah, it's very subtle and it's huge because it's the line between attractive and ugly is actually a lot closer than people think.
It's how much money you have.
Of course.
Of course.
And the fillers also, they don't completely dissolve. People think they completely dissolve. They don't completely dissolve. So they do still stay a little bit, but they do drastically reduce.
I didn't even know this could happen until recently. Fillers can migrate under your skin.
Like a caterpillar?
Yeah, well, like someone could get it like in like their, like, I don't know, cheekbones or something. It can migrate to other parts of your face.
Like their cheeks?
Yeah.
That's good.
It's fucked.
Yeah, that's good.
I think probably within the next 5 years, I think we'll go to facelift.
You think so?
Yeah, for fun.
You're going to do that
in
just for
5
fun?
years? There's
Yeah,
no way you need one in 5 years.
Oh, I know. But like, why not? What's the point? I think it'd be good. Same thing with like, I'm wondering, I think I might get brain surgery for fun.
Okay.
There's probably something they can fix in there.
Yeah, probably.
And I also want to get
I can see
laser eye
that.
surgery. I want to get laser eye surgery. I want to get
Where
hair
your eyes
surgery.
can
want
shoot
that too.
lasers?
Yeah.
I want that too.
Yeah. Like,
That must suck.
yeah.
That must
No, it
really
does. It
suck.
scares the. Yeah, you keep your eyes open. They do the laser shit to fix
Well, no,
your
it's
vision.
like if your eye, because your eyes are fucked up.
My
Like-
eyes are giga-fucked.
Mine are fucked too.
I have two options. Either my eyes are fucked or my brain's fucked.
What's
Really?
your glasses power? Do you know off the top of your head?
I don't know. With my left eye, y'all are fucked. Like,
Oh,
with-
you don't have contacts right now?
No. With my right eye, y'all
Oh,
are
well,
like
then yours
kinda
probably
fine.
isn't as bad as mine.
Yeah, I agree.
Because without contacts, I could not like your cup. I wouldn't be able to read that. My prescription is -4, but I know people that are like -7, -8.
What's the highest level?
Oh, it can go way far,
That's
really
crazy.
far.
Why do women have such shit eyes?
I don't think that's a
Because
woman
they don't
thing, bro.
need to see things because they're not hunting animals.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah.
I just don't know a single
Is that
girl.
a thing where more girls have eye problems?
I just
don't
made
think
that up.
so.
No,
I
I have
feel
no
like it
idea what I'm
has to
talking
be
about.
a
I just
thing.
literally just made
I
that
don't
up.
think so.
I've never met a girl who has functioning eyeballs.
I feel like it's just more likely that a girl will go do something about it and a guy will just deal with their vision being
Yeah.
blurry.
I think it's because women read books and they fucked their eyes from birth from reading in the dark.
No, it doesn't
did
fuck
that.
your eyes
Yeah,
up.
there it is.
Yeah,
No, it
well,
doesn't.
Yes, it
Because
does.
didn't fuck me up.
Well, that's because you're an oddity. You know, you're the exception. You're not the rule.
Okay.
You're a freaking nature. You're a genetic freak. You're like Scott Steiner.
I don't know about that. I don't know who that is.
He's a wrestler.
Okay.
You'd like him. He's
Okay.
dope. But yeah, nah, I mean, then again, you might be fucked up and you might even know how fucked up you are. It's like, for example, I remember when I actually got glasses like 3 years ago and I didn't realize I was fucked up. And then I was like, oh shit.
No, that is true. Like your eyes could be fucked, but you're just used to it. You don't even realize. And then you go to the doctor and they put that shit on your eyes and you're like, holy fuck, I've been missing out.
Yes.
No, the reason I know that is that I know at the meetings whenever we put things on the screen and everybody else is like struggling to read it, and I'm like, damn, that must suck.
Nah, the way, what is this? 55% of people with vision loss are women and
Oh.
girls. I told you.
There
So
it
it
is.
is 10% more.
Yep. I knew it was a real thing. Because
And
women
then
be reading.
the next article is why women have a greater risk of vision loss than men. Interesting.
Yep. But I remember I
right.
was watching this porn the other day and
Yeah.
it didn't look as good as I remember, but it was the same quality. And I was like, fuck, my eyeballs are fucked up. So I gotta go to the optometrist. You might be seeing me with glasses, but the problem is I just look like such a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
I look like a
Just
fucking
get
pussy, bro.
contacts, man.
I don't want to put things in my eyeballs.
It's not that bad. You
I think
forget
it's
that
really
they're
bad.
there.
Do you have contacts now?
Yeah.
So here's the thing: have you ever been stabbed in the eye?
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
No, you're gonna love. You guys are gonna love hearing this. So when you wear contacts, this thing can happen. Where I don't know how this happens, but it can get lost in your eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
Like I've had contacts go up onto the top of my eyeball, and I have to go like this and like pull it down and blink it out.
Yeah.
It's sick.
That's so fucking gross. I can't even do eye drops. When I was a little kid, I had to have my whole family hold me down to put eye drops on.
It's not that bad.
Yes, it is.
Well, the first time I put in contacts, I cried because my eyes were like rejecting them, and that's actually pretty normal. But now, like, I can be like touching up on my eyeball. And it's
Yeah, but
fine.
you're also like a freak. Because your eyeballs are like
Nah.
this fucking big and your face is like this fucking small. You look like a horror creature like in the night.
No, I actually made a video like that because people take these screenshots of me. Where like, because I also have a big smile.
Yep.
So if I get caught at like the wrong frame, I look like a creepypasta
Yep,
edit.
I know.
Because
Oh
I've
my
got
God.
the big fucking eyeballs and the big smile. And I'm like, is that edited? No, it's just me smiling with my eyes open really
I
wide.
know. And see, like me, like my eyes, I'm always squinting because my eyelids are so fucking heavy all the time, man. And then putting eye drops in.
Just cut them off. There's
If there was a
surgery for
surgery
that.
to cut off my eyelids, I would. 100%. Because my left eye droops more than my right eye, and it's
Oh, I have that too.
It's so fucking annoying.
One of my eyebrows is lower than the other one.
Yeah, I know. It looks weird as shit.
Wonky.
I've never seen it.
That's crazy.
Speaking of which, why don't you do what Cinna's doing, where she's showing off the old dome?
I mean, there's just not much up there. I don't know.
I'm just saying, I was proud of it. Have you seen Cinna? Her new hairstyle?
No.
She parts it. She parts it down the middle now.
Okay.
Because it's big, because people shit on her having a big ass forehead. But then I'll be real, like, once you just show off your forehead enough, people are like, oh, it's not that bad.
It is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good for you, for your mental health. I think it'd be good.
I don't even have a big forehead, though.
You do.
I don't. Editor, make it even taller this time.
Make it taller.
I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah, just swoop it.
Yeah.
Try it out. Swap some shit up. I think we need to do something crazy with our appearance, one of us. Majority you.
What you gotta look at me for?
Yeah, that's
God.
I feel like either shave your head or get your transplant already. Because Miz is getting his, and if you get your second, you're gonna look like you're copying him, and then that'd be kind of lame.
That would be weird. Yeah, it'd be like cringe or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd do that. Yeah, it'd be fine.
Okay. You got to pick one because it's, you know what? It's actually still looking pretty good.
It's only a matter of time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I do need to do something about it. I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, it is what it is.
I saw you get quoted out of context the other day for the Metal Gear Solid controversy. Yeah. Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
How many quote retweets was it?
Wasn't
3.3 million?
that a joke that you were making?
Yeah, of course it's a joke. So basically, Metal Gear Solid, I said that, man, because they're remaking Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Are they?
Yeah. And like, that's the one I played a lot growing up. And I was like, man, I really hope they just don't make the game political. And it was like a joke, right? Because it's like Metal Gear Solid is the original, like, political, like, you know, thriller of, like, there's a lot of, like, political, like, context into it. And so people on Twitter took that, and, like, the post about me saying this was, like, super, super, super popular. And everybody is, like, circle jerking about how, you know, I'm stupid. It was a joke the whole time. It was crazy.
Yeah, I've never played any of those games at all, but I've always wanted to play one.
Like, so I played Metal Gear Solid 3. I had on, like, the PlayStation 2 or something. It's so good.
Was that the one where you have to unplug the controller and then plug it into another port?
I think that's Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2.
Because I heard about the mechanic and I've never even tried it, and it sounds like the coolest shit. I always love the mechanics that, like, breaks the reality, or, like, or when you play
the fourth wall, right? Yeah.
Or, like, when you got to take the CD out, put the new CD in. I don't know. I always like that shit. I think it's so cool.
Yeah, or like Undertale. Are you gonna play Doki Doki at some point?
Am I gonna do that?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I think that's another one that you should do at some point.
Yeah, 11 million views, which is crazy to me. Wow, that's crazy. And yeah, somebody just liked it. That's great. Our editor just liked the comment there. There we go.
This was not a joke, by the way.
Yeah, not a joke, by the way. People were like, "Wow, I can't believe he would say that. That's terrible."
Oh, dude. Also,
really funny.
That's another thing I want to talk about. I thought we talked about this on Steak and Eggs, right? Did we already do the man or a bear in the forest? I swear to God, we talked about that.
The what?
The man or a bear.
Would you rather be stuck in the forest with a man or a bear? I swear to God, we've talked about this.
I thought we did.
I think we brought it up, but we didn't like talk about it. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like there's this. For anybody who doesn't know, there's this crazy TikTok trend where.
Oh no, we talked about it in that one server. That might be what you're thinking.
That is exactly what it was.
Yeah, but Asmon wasn't there.
Yeah. So there's this new TikTok trend where they go up to the world's dumbest fucking females and they ask them, would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear? I am trying my hardest to cope with this fact, and I'm trying to convince myself that they found the world's biggest retards to ask this fucking question to. Because if you actually think that you'd rather be stuck alone in a forest with a bear over a man, that's fucking insane.
Well, people don't know how big bears are. Now,
they don't.
Let me tell you something. Bears are really big.
Dude, they say this dumbass shit where it's like, well, just look at how many people bears have killed this year versus how many men have. Well, how many people do you see hanging out with bears?
Yeah.
Probably, and of those people
there was
who hung out
one
with
person
bears,
that was hanging out with a bear, but the bear killed him.
Yeah.
Because it's a bear.
Yes, like what percentage of people who have hung out with bears walked away from it? Probably not that much.
What I've learned over the years is that most people do not make decisions based off of logic or thinking. They make decisions based off of how something makes them feel. The best argument isn't an argument. And I think that's what it is. People get afraid and they get scared and they feel a certain way and they don't really think about it beyond that.
Yeah.
That's the reason why people have certain opinions.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a bear or a man?
Well, I think that, I mean, I agree that like a lot of people saying like a bear are just people that just don't like men. But I think that a lot of other people that are answering, or people, like girls obviously, that are answering bears because they're imagining the worst case scenario for both. So they're like, well, the bear would probably just kill me instantly, whereas like a man that was going to kill me, you know, like a lot of worse things can happen, sure.
I feel like
the bear is not going to kill people instantly. The bears kill you, they eat you alive. Like, I don't think people realize, like, whenever you look at the way animals eat each other and kill each other, they don't just go
true.
for
they rip the limbs. That's true.
They tear you apart. They watch you bleed out. They're eating you while you're trying to like die. It's so terrible. And like if you just watch a nature documentary, you see it all the time.
Yeah, and like
it's not like the bear's just gonna be like done, right? So it's gonna happen.
Do this humanely. 1 second, guys, for PR. I snapped his neck. He felt nothing. Now I'll eat him. No,
that's not the way it works.
I think it is sad that a lot of girls feel that way, but then also like, I mean, I feel bad for, you know, guys that would never do that, being like, you'd rather be with a fucking bear. So, I mean, if I'm thinking about it logically, it's like, well, I would rather take my risk and hope that this person's a good person than be with an animal that's going to kill me anyway. Like,
would you rather be with a bear that will always eat you or take the 3% chance, and I'm being generous here.
Then I would rather take the chance and be with the
guy. Yeah, of course. It's not even a question. Yeah, it's just, it's another one of those like TikTok things. Like, again, I've seen the way that most people think about stuff, and it's not good. Like, after I raided in WoW, my perspective on the world really changed. Like, I realized that, like, if you tell somebody to go left, they're going to jump.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
just what happens.
My thought on, like, a negative, I mean, obviously, like, you know, you could end up with the worst fucking person in the world and, like, awful shit happens, but I was thinking, like, well, I feel like if you end up with, like, the most random guy in the world in the forest, they're gonna be like, oh, it's a girl that's stuck here alone. My fucking savior complex is kicking in here.
Very
and
true.
then, you know, they're gonna want to help you out. I feel like that's how most people are naturally. Or they'd be like, you know, I'm sorry, like, you know, I'm trying to save myself here. I don't think most people would instantly think like, oh, wow, we're alone in the woods. I can fucking murder this person and no one would know.
Yeah.
I don't think most people would have that thought at all.
Spending too much time in the movies.
Yeah,
watching too much TV shows.
I would just, I would make them my pack mule. Just real talk. Being real.
If you were with a random woman.
Yeah, no, if I found a random woman in the forest, I would just make them carry my stuff.
Yeah.
And then I would trick them into thinking, oh, I'm going to protect us. When in reality, I just want to carry shit.
You want to have them holding the stuff, so then whenever you run away, she won't be able to run as fast as you because she'll be weighed down, and the bear will eat her anyway.
The bear's there anyway.
That's why whenever you're in the forest, if you go with a hike with all of your buddies, you have to make sure that there's someone slower than you.
Right.
Because they're the bait.
Yeah.
So like this one time I was running away from a mountain lion. Ever tell you about this?
No.
I never told you the story.
No.
Okay. I'm in El Paso, Texas. Late as fuck. Sure. A little bit of context you gotta understand. I'm schizophrenic.
Okay.
Very important context. So I'm used to seeing shit. Regardless, me and my buddy Billy and Michael, we go up to the mountains because it's I believe it's 4th of July, and we have some Roman candles, and we want to shoot them off at each other. And we were having like wizard duels.
Yeah,
like, we found like a little sewer dish, shooting some fucking candles, and there was a mountain. So we climb up a fucking mountain, we go up there, and we're just walking around because we're dudes. We're dudes doing guy shit, collecting rocks, throwing that shit down dirt. I'm like maybe like 16, 17, who knows? I'm young as fuck. And then we're just sitting there, and it's late as fuck, so I'm assuming my mind is playing tricks on me, and I look to my left, and I swear to God, I see like this fucking giant-ass creature just like looking right at us.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm like, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to freak him out because I'm used to saying shit or seeing shit like that. And I keep on looking at it, and I just keep looking at it, and it's not changing. It's usually if I just keep looking at this shit, it stops being that way. I had this experience last night, by the way. I had somebody actually see me actually have a hallucination. Shit was weird.
What did you hallucinate?
There was a guy just looking at me through my window of my house.
Oh.
Which is never fun.
Yeah.
And I was looking at him, and I was like, why is that face not going away? But it was all good. Regardless, we're up on the top of this fucking mountain. And I tell him, and I say, you guys, just out of curiosity, like, what is that? Is there a thing over there? Am I like crazy? And they look and they're like not really freaking out at all. And they think it's a tree stump. And I'm like, okay, all right, great. Not a big deal. I feel great. And then I look back and I look at it one more time. And I'm trying really hard to not freak out. So I'm looking at this thing dead in its fucking eye. And I'm thinking, okay, it's not there. It's not real. It's not real. And then they look and they scream, that's a fucking mountain lion.
Yeah.
And they sprint. Billy and Michael are fast as fuck. I'm a fat ass.
Ooh.
So I was the slow bitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So as I see my two friends going Mach speed, I'm freaking the fuck out because I know I cannot outrun them. Mike's already down the goddamn hill by the time I'm like 20% of the way down because he is fast as shit. Billy's running full fucking speed. Then I hear, it sounded more like a gong. Okay, Mike, who's already at the bottom, hits his head at the sign. And he's collapsed at the bottom of this fucking mountain.
Nice, good for you.
And I have a choice in my head.
Yeah.
And I think, do I run past him or do I help him up?
Yeah.
And I see his ass as a finish line.
Yeah.
Thinking, if I make it past him, then I'm the one who's not getting eaten today.
So you left him there, right?
Left him in the dirt.
That's right.
Immediately. Didn't even check.
Yeah.
I even acted like I didn't know he fell.
Right.
We get back to Billy's house. He's like, bro, where's Mike? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Tectone.
He comes like 30 minutes later and apparently
I thought he
he's fine.
died.
No, didn't die.
Oh, well.
Unfortunately.
So it was unnecessary.
Yeah, it was unnecessary. But yeah, that was, oh man. I didn't even check to see if this thing was chasing us. Because it's just a waste of time. But the moment I saw
if
that
it was
thing,
chasing you, he'd have got you.
dude, there was
Well, you know a house cat can outrun any person? Like your cat, Eggy, could outrun the fastest person in the world.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Eggy's fast as fuck.
Well, I'm just saying that it's any of the
Egg.
cats you have.
Did you see the video online of the guy who shot the mountain lion?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Did you see that?
No.
Yeah. There's this one dude. Did you think that mountain lion deserved to get shot?
It's an animal.
Okay.
There's a reason why we're at the top of the food chain.
That's so true. But I was thinking, if that lion chased me, I think I was dead 100%.
No, it probably is not going to do that. Like if you fight it off, like they're not that big. They're like a medium-sized dog.
Okay, if that's true,
yeah,
maybe.
You're gonna get fucked up, but you probably would live unless it gets your neck.
From my memory, you got to understand there's fear, adrenaline coming into play. I would say it was at least up to my waist. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, not quite, but I mean, like maybe like if you were a bit shorter.
I was a little bit shorter back then.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm really glad I did not get eaten by a fucking mountain lion, man. That would have sucked.
Yeah.
That would have been.
There would have been no steak and eggs.
I know. Well, maybe. Who knows? The timeline would be way different. I always think about getting eaten alive.
Right.
And I feel like that just can't be pleasant. That's got to be one of the worst ways to die. I'm trying to think of
probably be pretty bad.
The worst way. What do you think is the worst way to die?
Well, I don't know. There's like all kinds of like crazy like torture scenarios.
Yeah,
but I
was
think
thinking
that,
the same thing, like that one where they put you in the boat with the honey.
I've never heard of that ever.
You haven't heard of that?
No, the boat and the honey, no.
Oh, okay, so they'll put you in a boat, right? And then they'll cover your body with honey and milk until
Who's they?
Like people that really fucking hate you.
Okay.
They'll put the honey and the milk in the boat until like flies and insects start to swarm and eat at your body. And then they'll put another boat on top of you to seal you in there with like your limbs sticking out. And then they just push you out there in the water and you just die like that.
just kind of works itself out.
I feel like that wouldn't be that bad.
You wouldn't eaten alive by bugs in the sun in the middle of the water.
Well, because I get bug bites all the time. I don't think I would even notice it because it would happen too slowly.
Yeah, but you're also like
I actually think that
dying
wouldn't
in
really
the sun.
happen.
Oh, have you heard of the blood eagle?
No. Why do you know this? What's the bloody? You read too much Good Night Poon Poon.
No, that is not in Poon Poon. I watched this. I've been watching. So bad. I've been watching, and this is on stream. This isn't even like for fun in my free time.
Good.
Well,
Say what you've done.
I watched all these different fun little torture things that people have done. So the blood
Why do you get so
eagle.
excited talking about this? What's wrong with you?
Because it's crazy that people do this to each other.
Okay.
So the blood eagle is they open you up and they take your ribs and do this,
apart,
so you become the blood eagle, and then you just die.
Yeah, I think that was like
You're opened up.
an Aztec or a Mayan thing.
I know about
I don't remember.
And then they have, well, yeah, I mean, that's like a big thing that they would do.
I thought it was like a Vlad the Impaler era thing. Maybe not.
He would do that too. I mean, like, I know there was a lot of crazy shit he would do. They had one where they would heat up,
a bowl.
What?
The bowl?
The brazen bowl. That's what you're thinking of. I wasn't thinking of that.
I don't know. What's the brazen bowl?
They just put somebody in something that's really hot and they burn them alive.
Oh,
just cook them.
No, like the tar or whatever.
Well, it sounds way worse than that because there's a reason why they do that. So they open up the belly of this giant metal bowl and they seal you inside of it. And then they heat it up to where you slowly get burned alive. And then your screams coming out of the cow make it sound like you're a bull.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a very immersive experience. I need to cover my feet, man. I wore sandals today and now I'm worried everybody's looking at my fucking feet, bro.
Well, I mean, it's actually faster because like tar and metal have a higher boiling point than water. So you would actually die faster.
I feel like that can't be true.
You think metal's going to boil faster than water?
Yeah, so it's going to be way hotter, so you'll die faster for sure than if you were in water.
Wouldn't you die slower?
No.
Am I dumb? Hold up, my brain hurts.
It depends on the way that you would do it. And also, like, I don't know really exactly, like, how long, because I don't think there's any tests. Like, they did this in, like, Roman era, right? Like, Greek era. So, like, it's not really a thing. No, I know all about these. Like, I've spent a lot of time looking into this.
Okay, give me another one, because the next one I was going to listen was the quartering.
So they would put a pot over your stomach or a metal thing over your stomach, and then they would put rats over it, and then they would heat up the pot so the rats would eat through your insides to get away from the heat. That's a good one, right?
That's crazy.
I learned this one from Mythbusters when I was like 12. Have you heard of like bamboo impaling?
No.
So they'll plant bamboo underneath you and then like tie you to the ground, and bamboo grows pretty fast. Like I think it's like a week, it'll basically be a full plant. So it'll slowly grow through you.
Does that happen? I never heard that happens.
They tested it and it worked.
Oh, it did? That's crazy.
It grew through well, it wasn't a person obviously, but they had like a gelatin dummy that was like very similar.
I don't know. I don't believe that.
But I'm not made of Jello.
No, but it was like the same dummies they use in like car crashes.
Okay.
So
it's like you'd be moving around a little bit, and I think that would change the way the bamboo would move.
I saw The Worst Way to Die, which was in Rugrats.
What's that?
What happened is Chucky was eating watermelon.
Yeah.
And he swallowed one of the seeds.
Oh, and then a watermelon.
Yeah, a watermelon grew in his belly.
That's like getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think he exploded. And I feel like that's got to be the worst.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. And then there's quartering where they tie you ropes and they put it on 4 horses and they scare all the horses and they run and they rip you in half. Dude, what happened?
That's a pretty easy one.
No, I heard about that too, and there was a guy they tried to do that to, but he was too well built. Like his body was just very built, and he was like a very large guy. They tried to do that to him, it didn't work, so they ended up having to. I don't even want to say it. It's so awful.
Say it.
They ended up having to sever all of his limbs, and then they did it because they're like, okay, this isn't working.
He's too jacked.
Like preheating it?
Yeah, he's too jacked.
Yeah.
We can't even rip him apart. So then they had to like prep him, and then they did it.
What did bro do to deserve that? Like, what do you have to do to deserve that?
Probably an asshole.
I don't remember, but I don't think it was that bad.
He probably did something against a religion.
He like disrespected the king or some shit.
Oh,
yeah.
Can't be doing that.
Big fucking mistake there.
You know,
or like shoplifting or something.
Yeah.
You know.
So why isn't there a president of the earth?
Why is because you can't get everybody to vote for the same thing. They're not going to understand it because different languages.
Why isn't there one language?
Well, there is a president of the earth. It's the United States president. But
true.
Yeah, number one.
Why isn't there just one language?
Tower of Babel.
Oh, is that real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a Bible thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Do you think it's a good idea or no?
What?
If everybody had to learn one language.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea. Everybody's learning English.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Finally.
Is it English?
Yeah,
I thought Mandarin Chinese was the one.
It's the second most popular. It might actually be the most popular, like, because there's a lot of people in China.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like I'm sitting there learning Spanish, French, and I'm just like, why didn't everybody just learn the same one?
Learn French, bro. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I think learning Spanish is pretty fucking easy. But I feel like if everybody agreed to, and we could even make up a new one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's probably an easier way to communicate. Like it's just a general way to communicate with everybody.
Like
Maybe
emojis.
Yeah, emojis.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like hieroglyphics, you know?
Yeah. Hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics.
Well, that's basically what emojis are. I mean, shit. Yeah, it's about the same thing.
Is sign language, is that universal?
I think there is a universal sign language. Isn't there?
What's ASL? Besides
sex location.
Oh.
Yeah, besides that.
Isn't there a universal one? I mean, I guess it's not universal if there's an American one. So
Yeah, it's
never mind.
American Sign Language.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you say toilet in sign language in English and then toilet in sign language in Spanish?
You're definitely saying something bad with whatever you're
I
doing.
probably just said like 8 slurs.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, yeah, that's right. There was the VTuber update for attire guidelines.
Yeah, what is that?
How much do you know about this?
Oh, a ton.
Go ahead.
Yeah, VTubers just can't slut it up anymore.
Why not?
Because
What's
it's
the
unfair.
point?
Yeah, I know. Under boobs not allowed, but you can't have over boob. I don't really understand that at all.
How is that not? What?
Well,
I mean, there's artists on Twitch who draw literal nude. Or wait, or not anymore.
yeah, they got rid of that.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, the problem is that you can't solve a problem if you don't want to say what it is. And Twitch has this problem that they don't want to acknowledge that the issue that they have is girls selling OnlyFans on the platform and being hoes. I don't have a problem with this. I think it's great. But Twitch does, and they have to pretend like they care. But they can't actually ban the bad actors because then that would be sexist. So they have to pretend like they don't know what the problem is. So they're always solving these like reflections of the problem. And then these girls just change the meta.
Everyone does that.
It's the same thing. And the problem is because Twitch doesn't.
Always a meta.
Yes, oh, yeah, they don't ban those people.
You know, Hopper, like yeah, Hopper's one of my friends. She's like not involved in the streaming world at all, but she's kind of interested in it. And she was telling me like, oh, you know, like I'm making a model. I think it'd be fun to be in the ASMR category. And she's like a very wholesome girl. And I was saying like, I don't think you want to be in that category. And she was like, well, what do you mean? I went there, I screenshotted it. 90% of them were marked as NSFW doing ASMR.
Of course. Of course, that's what they're doing. And it's like, I got no problem with it, but damn, like call it what it is.
You know what breaks my heart? You're a buddy who wants to get into streaming who's like kind of nervous about their appearance. And so they get a VTuber model and it's just dog shit. And you're like, oh God, bro. It's like shit's drawn in like fucking crayon.
Well,
like,
I mean, they're getting into it, you know? It doesn't have to be perfect.
Well, the thing is though, is that these people, they commission for like $500 to get a cheap VTuber model. But like there are websites where you can buy ones that look just as good as Iron Mouses for like $20.
No, there's no way.
Yes, sir.
As good as Iron Mouses?
Bro, these models are fucking ridiculous. But they're general use. They're general use
general
models.
Use.
Yeah, so you can
there's some big, like isn't Fillian's model a general use one?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need anything crazy.
Yeah, and then if you blow up with that model, well, then that's just you now. Easy. So I think the general use models are great, especially if you're a dude VTuber, because my buddy Shinya uses one of those now. It looks fucking awesome. Yeah, it's really good. But yeah, I think I'm immune to VTubers now, man. I think the era of VTuber, and I'm gonna just, I'm gonna say something that everybody's thinking, but nobody has the balls to say. I think VTubers are dead.
You think so? Why?
Yep. When was the last, like, okay, so first of all the VTubers look the same. They all sound the fucking same. They either sound like Vebe or they sound like Lily Pichu.
Okay.
That's pretty much all of them.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like a slider. Did you see that drama with Shy Lily and the...
Oh yeah, what was that? I saw her tweet about that, but I was like,
so there was another VTuber. Shy Lily's an orca cat hybrid. This VTuber was a dolphin cat hybrid. Their model looked exactly the same, only one's yellow and purple instead of blue and white. And they even went down to, she was even imitating Lily's voice. So the entire model looked the same. The silhouette was identical, like 1 to 1. The voice was the fucking same. She's like, oh, no, it's just, I hate when people say that I'm trying to be like Lily. It's just like not like that.
But it's like everyone knows.
Yeah, it made the post. It originally blew up, and then people looked into it, and they were like, well, this is the exact same person. And so she deleted all of her shit.
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, you can't really say it's a coincidence anymore.
Went on hiatus. Gone for now, but yeah, it's not good. But there's just like not really any new VTubers popping up. When was the last time?
That's true. I mean, I don't think that they're dead at all, but I mean, I agree that I think that the craze has definitely died down.
Yeah, the VTuber boom
but that'll happen
is
for
over.
everything. Yeah.
Because I remember there was all these VTubers, and it's almost across the board entirely. Like these VTubers would get 30 to 40% more viewers than they are currently doing. And then even like when a new person joins VShojo, the streams aren't as big as they used to be. And there's just it's just dying down a little bit.
Well, VShojo had a bit of a like popularity damage from Silvervale and I think it was Vey leaving as well.
Nanners too.
Nanners, yeah. So like that was bad for them. I actually don't think that that's what's happening. I think that if you take a pie and you cut it into 4 slices, you're going to have pretty big slices of the pie.
Very true.
But if you cut it into 8 slices, assuming they're equal, you're going to have smaller slices.
So what you're saying is there's more VTubers now?
I do.
I mean,
That's exactly what I'm saying. I think there's way more competition.
I think it's the most accessible like streaming genre.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
It's not even a question. And I think that really...
Yeah, it is easier to be like a guy just going live no cam, but like you're more likely to be able to pull an audience as a VTuber. I think it's very accessible.
Yeah.
I think that's true, but I think the ability to break into being one of the big boys on the platform.
You're right for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, even those VTubers that, they get like 50 viewers, that's still, spreading out the audience.
So kind of like being an attractive female. Like you'll have a good bottom line, but it's hard to break through the ceiling.
Yeah, in a lot of cases.
I mean, I think that's true for any genre of content creator, like commentary content creators, gaming content creators.
Sure, I would just say I think a VTuber and being an attractive female is very easy for bottom line, but then hard to break through.
Yeah.
And then
I would agree.
And then I think gacha games are also incredibly easy to get into, which I've been
like
doing
for
lately.
A community.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because nobody wants to play them.
Yeah, that's true.
Straight up, nobody wants to play these fucking games.
That's why everybody's complaining they don't have autoplay in Wuthering Waves.
I know, but the thing is that what do you need autoplay for?
Just so you don't have to play the game?
Dude, I get all my dailies and I dump all my energy in 4 minutes. It's easy as fuck.
Yeah.
It's super fucking easy. But I
think so, yeah. I feel like VTubing is getting more popular, but it's getting more VTubers at a faster rate than its popularity is growing. So VTubers are trying to split that pie with too many slices. And I think that there is a finite amount of people that like VTuber content. And I think that it is a unique type of interest. So because of that, a lot of people are not really that interested.
I wonder if more VTubers are going to go half human, half anime.
The cute ones will.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Like showing...
Well, for example, Bao is doing a lot more IRL stuff. She actually came down yesterday to do...
yeah, I was supposed to do something with her, but I was like, I feel like I canceled with her on like Friday. I didn't want to give her anything, so...
Yeah, she did something with Maya for the Sanctuary, which was probably great. But I feel like, and I think she's doing very well too. I feel like a lot of VTubers might start to slowly transition to more IRL content if they are, as you say, not fucking ugly.
I think it's a mistake to do that. You ruin the mystique.
You don't even think for like one time when you're wearing a mask?
I think it's better not to do it. So here's a good example. There are a lot of girls that do OnlyFans, and if you go nude, then you can never go back.
I 100% agree.
Right.
100%.
Right. So there it is. I think this is the same thing. You never want to break the illusion.
I just feel like the thing with VTubers is it's so fucking limiting. You really just can't do shit.
I mean, there is an illusion, but it's not like people actually believe that there's not a person back there. Like I see a lot of VTubers doing.
I mean, you see the people that, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who actually believe. Right? Like spoilering tag. Oh, immersion break. If this is what I look like. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like more people have to do something, man. Because like right now, the whole VTuber method is you become a VTuber. Hope to God you join an organization or be incredibly lewd to blow up. And then whenever you want a short viewership, you have to spend at least $15,000 to a big stream. And then, oh my God, you have to deal with the background politics of being a fucking VTuber. If you ever get into any drama whatsoever, your channel's fucking dead. Everybody hates you because VTubers live and die by collabs. Oh God, it just seems like a fucking miserable community to be a part of, bro. I actually feel bad for VTubers so bad. Because I used to be like huge, like into like finding new VTubers and all that shit, but it's just fucking stressful. And then they can't comment on drama online. Because if you do, then that's fucking negative PR, and you can't have negative PR as a VTuber. It's just.
No, I think that's all fake bullshit that got invented by overbearing Japanese idol culture companies, and it's actually not true. It's not real. It's all just fake. You can do and act however you want. And it's like, things are true until they're not.
Well, the thing is, though, even if it is fake, if enough people believe something that is fake, then it's the rule.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is true. I think that a lot of times the VTubers that thrive off of like the super safe persona, the reason why they do that is because they're boring. And so like they can't really, like you have to rely on that type of a vibe because you don't have anything interesting to do.
Okay, so name me for example, if you were to name a streamer who's not a VTuber that's consistently active in controversy, that would probably be like yourself, myself, Nick Marks, Aiden Ross, Andrew Tate,
Kai's has controversy all the time,
Mizkif,
everybody, anybody. If you're out there swinging, you're gonna have misses.
Absolutely, But like, try to name me 5 VTubers that are actively involved in controversy.
Like Kirshi is involved in a lot of controversy. Let's see.
It's a little bit harder.
Well, because there's less of them.
The sample size, sure.
Yeah, well, because also Silvervale was involved, like that Hogwarts Legacy stuff.
But that was like over a year ago.
Yeah, that was
time.
pretty big, and that it's ongoing, right? It's ongoing in that way. I don't really pay a lot of attention to it. There was the Doki Bird controversy as well. That was really big.
That was probably the biggest one.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah.
And let's see. Besides that, I'd really have to think about it.
Yeah,
I agree
with
the
Ninja Sanji drama.
Yeah. There are certain content creators that benefit from controversy, and it's usually guys with a certain type of audience, right? But I don't think
audiences.
Sometimes, but I don't think that VTubers benefit in that way. And I mean, there's other like those Minecrafters. Every time they had a controversy, it's like
it's like with gacha content creators.
Well, to be fair, they're even faker than the cartoons.
Very fair. 3 years ago, I've always been involved in a lot of controversy because I don't know, man. When I see something wrong, I got to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I lost like 80% of my viewership. And I rebuilt all that shit in a category where you were not allowed to talk about controversies. Like for the gacha space, there was an active group, and that's kind of what happened the whole, as you said, the rat, where all of these people were to say, if you talk about drama, if you talk about controversy, we are just going to simply not talk to you. Like there are so many people who just completely refuse to talk about drama. I don't know what the fuck. Okay. Give me a little bit here, because this shit fucking makes me so angry. I don't know what is so wrong with talking about drama and controversy. I also don't know wrong. Let me know if you disagree. I don't know what's wrong with rage-baiting people. I don't know why that's wrong. Why is that wrong?
There's nothing wrong with that. Some people just find it annoying. I think that's it.
Sure, it can be annoying, but to say that it's wrong to do is just like, is that not the point of the internet?
Well, it's just wrong. I mean, who the fuck said wrong? Like some idiot? Who cares what they think?
The problem is there's just so much. Obviously, my perception is skewed because you guys have more of a general audience. I have more of a like niche community.
I do think that rage baiting is bad. The reason why, what's baiting?
Making people mad on purpose.
Yeah.
No. What is a bait for a fish?
A minnow.
How does it work?
You give them you put it on a hook. And then you put the small fish, and you get a bigger fish.
Right. So you're deceiving the fish.
Of course.
So people don't want to be deceived.
Yes.
So deceiving people is bad. It's lying.
But it's the internet.
It's still bad.
I think it's funny.
Well, didn't we just talk about somebody who spent 32 pages deceiving people?
Yes, but here's the difference. This one is for fun. I think rage baiting for fun.
Are the people who are baited having fun?
No, but the people watching, the people get baited. It's like the same thing with League. You pull up all chat. You say, fuck you, man. You're a little bitch. I'm going to fuck your mom. The one guy isn't having fun. But the other 8 people watching, they're having a blast. And
no, they're not, because 4 of them are losing. Because of it.
Well, that's not the...
50% of them are not having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like the purpose of the internet is to fuck with people. That's how it's always been. Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, League of Legends lobbies, World of Warcraft. Every game is about fucking with
if
people.
You're going to fuck with people, it's not a big deal, but it's definitely like if you're misleading people, trying to make them mad, you can't expect them to be happy about that.
Oh no, I never expect them to.
Yeah.
But I also think, it's not that big of a deal.
It's really not a big deal. You're right.
Yeah, people act like it's a fucking crime, bro. Like, for example, so there was all these people being like, "Oh, I feel like Firefly's gay coded. I feel like Firefly's trans coded."
I've heard that before.
Yeah, and so I said, I think the Genshin community's retard coded.
Well, you also said you went and you said this is the best love story, and it's the brother and sister for the fucking game.
I saw that shit too.
It's so funny, dude. I don't know why. I think it's so good.
I was gonna comment on that and be like, man, I never played this game, but they certainly look like they'd be really cute together.
Yeah.
Or like something that sounds totally like it sounds innocuous, but like it'll make people that care mad.
Yeah.
I ended up not doing it.
Dude, I love when you comment on my post. Wow, man, so this is what Genshin's about, huh? I need to play this. It's so funny. Because they usually come to Asmon, no! Because they want you to play Genshin so bad. But I am happy to say that Genshin is dead.
It is. Is that it? It's done?
Mm-hmm. It's done.
Wow.
It's over.
Thank God.
Yep, absolutely. And I think we're at the point where even if you were to play, I would be shocked if you kept over, man, you usually get like 25, 30. Man, if you pulled over 18K while playing Genshin longer than 6 hours, I would shit myself.
Wow.
I feel like nobody gives a fuck about the game anymore.
They've all gone to high school by now?
Yep.
Yeah.
They've grown up. They've graduated the Wuthering Waves, which is great. And yeah. Oh, by the way, there's a new Hoyoverse gacha game coming out.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's
Another one?
Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing Hoyoverse. Should be good. You can pull on the banner.
Yeah, I did hear about this.
Yeah, 5-star couch, 4-star sofa. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be incredibly predatory. I can't wait. Allegedly.
Well, they've got to get the new generation of like 11-year-olds, you know?
Yes.
Because like the ones now are already like 15, and so now they have like more mental control.
Yeah.
And are not willing to waste all their money. So you've got to farm a new crop.
I always feel like an anomaly whenever I talk about what games I'm interested in, because I always have a new game I'm look forward to. Like, for example, any of these gacha games, and I also like Monster Hunter Wilds, yeah.
Ooh.
And thank God it's made in Japan. That way the women can actually be attractive.
True.
Really excited for that. But like, are you guys excited for like anything on the horizon?
I'm excited for so many games, yeah. Like yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you were telling me the Xbox Showcase was good as fuck. I didn't watch it.
It blew, bro, PlayStation is a joke. Like, Nintendo is a joke.
What'd they do?
They just did it.
Was Black Ops talked about?
Yeah.
Is it 9/11?
So this is what they should do.
Yeah.
They should have it to where like the last fucking mission is stopping 9/11 from happening. You successfully ground the planes. The credits roll. The scene comes back. The planes are stopped. The building explodes. That's what they should do.
That would
be insane.
And then they say, all right, that's it for now.
Dude, the people that play COD would be like, oh my God, yes, this is it.
Wow, I always knew it. The bomb was on the inside.
Yep.
Are they doing 9/11 though, for real?
There's think
no
that
way.
it's implied. That
really?
It's implied that things will be leading up to that. Because it's going to be 1991. So that's Desert Storm. You know that. Your dad was there. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. And so like it's going to be that era, like George Bush #1 and
senior? Or
yeah,
junior?
senior.
Okay.
Senior, because junior wasn't until 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2000.
I like George Bush Jr. Is that a bad take?
You like him?
I thought he was nice.
He's a nice, likable guy. I mean, he killed a bunch of people, started a war, and, burst into debt, and, said it was God that told him to bomb the Middle East. Probably not so good.
Wait, did he say that?
And, yeah. I mean, it's not, you got some L's, you got some W's, right?
But he talked like this,
yeah,
right?
It was kind of funny when he talked, right?
Yeah, that's all I care about.
And so, like, I think that they will be leading up to that. They'll have, like, implications of, like, Al-Qaeda. And like, because, we armed like a lot of people in like Afghanistan too.
Yeah.
And so like, it's probably going to have some of that. Yeah.
Jesus
Sorry about that.
It's probably going to have some of that, but I don't know if they're going to go as on the nose as 9/11. That would be crazy.
What if you had to play as the pilot?
And then, and you had the choice.
Yeah, choose.
You had to choose.
Quick
that's a good
time
one.
event.
Yeah.
That'd be nuts. What else?
Well, I mean, like Once Human, that's coming out.
Played that
next month.
That was blast.
Yeah, I really, really like that game. I put like 200, 300 hours into the game.
What the fuck? On stream or off stream?
Both. I got level 50, maxed out all my gear.
Damn.
Like whenever, you understand. Whenever I play a game, I beat the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I do everything in the game. Like I don't really play a lot of games, but the ones that I do play, I go like super deep into the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I could keep going.
Did you get sponsored?
Yeah, they paid me.
There you go. About fucking time.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, like let's see. I'm trying to think like right now games that are coming out. The first Descendant is going to come out. It's going to be a pay to win trash looter shooter made by NetEase.
Is that the one with the sexy ass chick?
Nexon. Yeah, it is. Bunny.
I'm going to play the fuck out of that.
Yeah, she's really good too.
Yeah.
And I played the demo and the closed beta test. And
what'd you think?
It was pretty good.
Cool.
Like it's kind of monotonous to a degree, but also I think that it's because I didn't understand some of the mechanics. Besides that, I mean, I
think they talked about Fable or no?
Yeah, they did.
Do you give a fuck about that game series?
I did. I used to.
You've played them?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, great. I think they're one of the best trilogies.
Yeah, they're great.
Although I will be real, I like 2 and 3. I have never played 1. I've watched it, but I've never played it.
What about you, Emmy? What game are you excited for?
That Enotria game.
Ooh,
I got a sponsor for that.
What's Enotria?
It's a Souls-like game.
That's the Italian Dark Souls.
Yeah.
So it's
I played it.
Yeah, you did?
Yes.
What'd you think?
It was awesome.
Great.
Oh, you played it already?
Yes.
The demo, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was great.
That's awesome.
Very smooth. And the thing that made me very happy is the Claymore build, which is the build I wanted to go, was really great. Very smooth. And it actually feels like you're hitting it with a fucking Claymore.
I mean, honestly, I feel like I see so many games that are the Souls-like formula, which makes me kind of like,
good.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I'm happy. I'm being pandered to.
Yeah. I will say some of the mechanics are just like, why the fuck do we have this? I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, what's that game? Lords of the Fallen?
They really put a lot of work into making that game better because it sure was a piece of shit.
Oh, really? I didn't know that they.
Yeah, they really put a lot of work into it. It's impressive. It's commendable.
Yeah, I think it is fucking annoying when people do the Dark Souls series. Like, oh, we'll make it Dark Souls, but way more fucking complicated. It's like, well, why do we want that? Just make the bosses cooler, and that's pretty much it. Make the environment
Just do
cooler.
another one.
Yeah, or do another one. Well, the last one was Dark Souls 3, right?
Well, Dark Souls. Well, I mean, anybody else making a Dark Souls game? I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they've made it's the last official Dark Souls
3
game.
Elden Ring. The new DLC for Elden Ring drops. You're getting early access as this episode goes live. You should be playing it right now.
Yeah, he's gonna be playing it too.
Why the fuck do y'all get early access? Shadow of the Elden.
Well, it's because Bandai, I mean, it's not
they like me a lot.
It's not full early access because they don't want it to be like, obviously the whole thing spoiled, right?
Yeah.
It's just like a couple sneak peeks of a couple different things. But
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not watching you play that.
I mean, that's understandable. I get that a lot of people don't want to be spoiled. But yeah, Bandai asked if I wanted to do it, and I was like, obviously.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've avoided all trailers. I've avoided all.
You haven't even watched trailers?
I skipped to the end and I saw there's Millennia's brother or something like that.
Mesmer?
Mesmer. Yeah, that's it. Because I don't want any spoilers at all. I'm going in completely blind. I got my playthrough ready to go. I'm going dex build. I don't give a fuck. Hoping to God there's a new cool dexterity weapon and I'm going to fucking crush it. No summons at all. I might fuck around with it. I've also considered doing a full magic playthrough and just actually seeing if it's easier or not. I'm still on the fence, but I'm not sure. Because my buddy's doing one right now, and he says magic is the same as physical and strength, only instead of having the option to roll left or right or forward, it's just always roll back and cast. But I've never played it.
Magic, it makes the game a joke.
That's what I hear, but I've never tried it for myself.
We should probably do the Patreon. Because we've been talking for a long time.
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, we've been talking for a
Been
while.
an hour
I just realized
40.
that. Yeah.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Fine.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Hey boys, if you want to watch more Steak and Eggs, check out the Patreon.
Yeah, we're gonna continue this conversation and talk about some other things.
Make sure to subscribe to the Patreon. It's been a long episode. We got a lot to cover, a lot to keep up with. We're gonna do a couple of the, actually it looks like 3. Tectone thinks Abraham Lincoln was elected.
I screenshotted all of these and put them in our group chat.
In 1967. When was Abraham Lincoln the president?
Why the fuck would I know that? He said 457 years in the past. 1887.
Okay,
Bro,
well, that's
this is
not
like
true.
your favorite war. You were just talking about it earlier.
Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1860s.
60s.
I got no idea.
Right.
Yep.
Tectone thinks 9/11 is a convenience store. I won't. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Tectone thinks Christopher Columbus discovered Columbus, Ohio.
Wasn't Christopher Columbus a bad guy?
Of course.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Because he's kind of like a bully.
Well, you think about it like this.
Can you say the word Indian?
I mean, it's not like a big deal, right? But like, some people might get mad. But these guys, they're paying millions of dollars to have them leave. Think about how much of an asshole that you'd have to be, how much of a dick that you'd have to be, that like your home country gives you this much money to go to the other side of the world.
That is insane.
Yeah. So yeah, of course he's a dick. He was one of the better ones.
Fuck.
Pizarro and Hernan Cortez were way worse.
Those aren't real.
They are.
Pizarro.
That
sounds like a Batman villain.
Yep, that's right.
He's like beats people with riddles.
Yep, it's Pizarro.
Okay.
Sounds like a pasta shape.
Yep.
Pizarro.
All right, guys. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. All right, boys. Peace. See ya.
You turn and you look at me. There's a little glimmer that I can see. The sparkle in your eyes. It makes me realize all we need is you and me. A light shines from your eyes. It brightens any cloudy day. And I find your light shine brighter when you turn and shine your light my way.
What are your guys' favorite things to goon to? Or favorite gooning times? Will you add a gooning segment to the show?
I don't know if I'm going to add a segment to the show for that. I feel like that's usually my Reddit. Like, people post so many weird fucking things on my Reddit. It's actually like, it got so bad, we actually had to start banning people for just basically posting porn. It's insane.
I like that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to goon to?
I'm not a man.
Yeah.
You can goon as a chick?
That's mainly a
Unless
dude
you're
thing.
bisexual.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, it means like, that's kind of like, it's like a lot of options.
I'm a woman of God.
Oh,
no, I'm not.
That means what she's trying to say is furries.
Yeah, hootie pop.
Yep, that's right.
Absolutely not.
Hey.
My favorite is AI porn of Rover from Wuthering Waves in a bunny suit.
I could tell that from your Twitter.
Yes. So AI Rover bunny suit, because one, it's a faux pas because people shame, they frown upon AI, which, that's awesome. And then if Rover ever gets a bunny suit, it's spitting in the face of Hoyoverse because DeWay almost got assassinated for putting bunny suits on the girls. So they can't do bunny suits anymore. So it's the forbidden fruit. And if Wuthering Waves ever gets bunny suits, oh man, that'd be wild. But yeah, AI Rover.